Alright, well, I know this video is going to look like shit, but today I'm going to be showing you how to put your intake on a 360 FE. Right now I just have these gaskets resting here, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to use some Ford TA357 silicone. There's the part number right there, TA357. This is what I used at Ford for a lot of stuff when I was working as a mechanic. Works pretty good. I still had some left over, but I know you can buy this from the dealership. I'm just gonna put a little bit on, probably on the sealing surface rather than the gasket, just so I can make sure it doesn't overlap into the ports on each one. And then I'll lay the gasket down and then do a little bit on the tops, so that when I set the intake down, it'll just set on nice and even. Then we're gonna lay a bead on the back and on the front here. And then I made a couple of studs that I'm gonna put, just so when we line this up, it'll be a little bit easier. And then I'm gonna get the distributor ready to just, it's not gonna be fully cleaned up, but just clean on the bottom, so when I stick it in to help center the intake, it's not a big mess. And then I'll kind of go from there, excuse me. Then I'll kind of go from there and show you guys the end result. I probably won't show you putting it on because I'm the only one here right now, so I'll kind of give you an idea of how I did it though. I'm going to be using this Loctite flange sealant too for the coolant ports. My mentor Ford actually is the one that turned me on to this stuff, but there's different brands of it, but we always use it on any coolant gasket surfaces. It's kind of a pain to clean up when you have to change anything, but when it's sealing stuff, it works really well. So Loctite 5188 flange sealant. So there's a shot of the flange sealant. So now we have the silicone and the flange sealer on there. You don't want to go too close to the intake port, because if it squishes in there, you're going to lose some airflow. So I got all the intake gaskets on. Everything's sealed up with flange sealant, silicone, and I have two studs in on this side. So I'm going to try and put the intake on this way and then drop it down. I also have the beads of silicone on the edges there. Alright, so the intake's on and all torqued down. The stud idea actually did work pretty well. I just made these out of some grade 8 bolts that my boss let me have, that I stole from the shop. But you can see there's a little bit of silicone coming out on each one. That one's a little harder to see, but it's there. Coming out of each one. Same with the other side. Just a little bit like that is fine. You don't want it to overlap into the port, like I said. And then when I put it in, I did center it with the distributor, which with these actually, it was spot on. So that's how you install a 360 FE intake.